Hello everyone, this is Wakanda_R1 here, just with a brief video on the Yi dash cam, kind of like an update. So I've had some people comment on my videos asking me some questions about if the lens here, I don't know if you can see it, if the lens here is rotatable, but no, it's not. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just answer some of the questions that have been asked to me. You know, how I do my wiring, if the SD card, what kind of SD card I have. So if you look up here, this right here is the that's the cord that goes to the rear camera right there, and then this one is the power cord. If you look at that, I wired the power cord up and around, so that goes down through my door panel, and then inside the door panel goes up under the chair, and then comes up right here. This one comes up for my door, for my GPS. I have the see, when I take that off, if you look at that, it's gonna power off in a few seconds. Yep, that's it powering off. So it takes about 12 to 14 seconds to power off. So, and the moment you plug it back on, the moment you plug it in, it comes right on, just like that. So that noise you hear, that's it powering on, and then the other one is it going off. So pretty straightforward, pretty easy. So some people, someone asked me, I hope you're able to see it, you should be able to see that. Somebody asked me how you can change the display on here such that it does not, if you can change the display on here such that it doesn't, how you can turn the screen off. If you look, I think, let's go back to the very beginning. If you hit settings once and then scroll down one time, at the very bottom here you should be able to see automatic screen off. You should be able to focus right there. Automatic screen off. If you change that, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or you can send it to never off. So you can adjust. I put mine to 1 minute because that, you know, I think that's the lowest that's on there. I mean, if you look at it, like even just looking from the video, you can see more of me back here than the screen. So if you're looking at the screen, you should be able to see, you know, see that. And then if you wanna, somebody asked me about the sensitivity. The sensitivity on here is not the same, or it's not even related to like the motion detection at the very front. Is basically, if your car gets hit, how sensitive do you want it to record and save that particular video of the hitting? You know, do you want a light bump to be saved? Do you want a whole full-on collision to be saved? So you can change that sensitivity. You know, if you want to put the collision detection, I put mine at high sensitivity. The collision detection, I put my high sensitivity because I don't want to miss anything. If somebody bumps me a little bit and, you know, the G-force in the camera senses that, it saves it right away, because I want to go back and be like, yeah, you bumped me, it was a love tap, or you bumped me, it was bone crushing, and, you know, just have that in there. And then again, someone asked me how I wired, how I, you know, run the wires, and then another person asked me about the reverse camera. So I'm gonna put my car in reverse right now. And if you see, I put it in park, it changes. I put it in reverse, and it automatically changes back there. And you can move, basically just looking from the back, you can back up and get close to wherever you're going. You know, I'm just gonna go back forward because I'm gonna go back there in a little bit. So yeah, and I'm going to show you how you set up that reverse so that when you're backing up, the reverse cam automatically comes on. So for starters, I'm just gonna show you briefly how I powered, you know, how I set up the power cord. So from from the front, hopefully you can see, from the front, that's the camera right there. From the front, that's the camera right there. Literally, it's very well hidden. So I'm just gonna do a brief run through for my power cord. So my power cord comes in that way, goes down right there, and I just shoved it in there through the line. It goes back down. It's literally, if you see it, that's part of it sticking out right there. But I shoved it down and under, around the seat. Comes all the way under the seat, and then goes back all the way up here. That's it. And comes right into. And I promise you, this is not a product placement. I was just drinking my Sprite for the day. And then that comes up all the way up there. That is for my power. Alright? And then my rear view camera is right here. This is my rear view camera. I just put it directly above my license plate. It's right there. I know some people spoke about putting it up there and inside. Yes, you can. If you wanted to, you can set it all the way up there and it, you know, looks from the inside. You definitely can, but I chose to put mine outside because I back up. I parallel park, you know, depending on where I'm doing my stuff. And then, so I'm gonna show you guys how I run my rear view. So again, it comes up all the way down. I don't have my driving mirror here, so don't worry about that. I took it out. So it runs right through here all the way down. So it comes down. See, that's part of it. Actually, that's probably, that's my GPS. Oops. So this one, that's my GPS cord that comes into this other one. But this one comes all the way back here in and runs in this. Oof, I hope you can see it. Runs in this way. If you look right, I'm gonna block the light a little bit. If you look right there, that's part of my cord going to the back. So I ran it in there to the back. Yes. Forgive me, the video is gonna go blurry, autofocus, out of focus for a little bit. So don't worry. So I ran it right down through the back, and my camera receipts don't go down, so that's kind of a bummer. But this is part of the rear view camera cord. So I ran it behind stuff. I have this little opening right here. So I have that right there, and I sent my cord into the trunk that way. And then that takes us to the next step. Gonna pop my hood open. So now this is the rear of how I wired it. So that's, you can see the cord pops out in there. That's just for my car. Some people's is gonna be able to go directly under the seat and stuff like that. So I connected my cord up there, and then connected my cord all the way up. And then the car normally has its reverse brake lights, you know, the brake lights connection there. So I just open up my connection right there, open up the connector, and then put my cord right in there, and then send that behind this. This pops out, so you could pop this out. So I send mine all the way in the back, and then my rear view camera cable, that has to come out somehow. So I just put a piece of tape right there, run it a little bit behind my number plate, and then it comes with a 3M kind of thing. So I just put that up there, and then, you know, I try and check it daily, but he hasn't dropped off or anything, so it's been firm, secure up there. And then to have this function to have this function as your reverse, as your backup camera as well, it comes with a red cord. So that red cord is not hard to miss. It's literally everything else is black but that red cord. So that red cord is exactly what you need to connect to your reverse light. You need to connect, that needs to somehow attach to the same wiring, or just, you know, right where the bulb is, for that to be able to work as your backup camera. So mine, I took mine right in there. I'm not gonna pop the whole thing out, but then you can see I put some tape in there. So I put that reverse light in there, you know, clean it up, peel it out a little bit, and then fit it in there, taped it so it's nice and snug, and then, you know, go back in, test it with my reverse, with my, you know, with the car in reverse, and then the backup one comes on. So guys, that's how I wired my Yi dash cam from the front to the back. Did my power. The cord is ridiculously long. Like, I kid you not, that cord is ridiculously long. If you want to stretch it out, you could probably go around your car and totally be fine. So that's why I have it, you know, going up, down, wiggle, 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 left, right, and I still had to call some in the back there, like under that part, just where it goes up into the, if I connect the rear view camera, if I pin the rear view camera up there, that's how, you know, it's quite long. So if you have a truck, it will fit. Some other person asked me if this will work with your already existing backup camera of your car. I would say no, because this one comes itself as a unit. So I don't, with the car, you have to go talk to the dealership. If you want to get an aftermarket stuff that will hook up with that, you have to talk with the dealership or an auto shop to see, you know, the ones that deal with that, to see if that can work. So that, my answer is I don't know, and I don't think so. So the SD card, oh, you can't really see it right here, but the SD card goes in right here. I can feel it with my finger. You see, you have the power, rear view, and the SD card is right here where my thumb is. So you can actually set your SD card. You can choose whatever you want. I have a 32 gig, the ScanDisk Ultra, 32 gigabyte on there. That one works for me, and it's worked perfectly well. So all I have is, I just have the whole thing recording on loop, so it records and rewrites above, on top of other things. And then, oh, there's one thing too. Normally, when you set it up, normally the very first one, voice recording, some people say they don't like when their voices are being recorded in their car. I don't really care. Mine comes on. You know, I leave mine on because, you know, I'm not like, it's me in my car, so I'm recording myself, so that's totally fine. But if you have other people in your car and you're trying to do videos, but anyway, it's a dash cam for the outside. So sometimes when you're doing that, it could, you know, pick up someone's crash just before the crash, the dramatic, you know, it could pick that up. That's totally fine. But anyway, just so you know that it does record voice as well, but it's not really something that big. Alright guys, if you like this updated video, just give a thumbs up, subscribe, share. If you have any questions, if you check out the other dashcam videos I've had, if you have any questions, just comment. I usually respond most of the time within an hour. If I'm sleeping, then, you know, that's within 4 to 6 hours that will respond. But just write a comment, share this, like it. And if you have, if you have questions, because this video is more in response to other people's questions. If you have other questions about it, just ask. If I can do a video, I'll make a video, compile the questions, and just, you know, answer the questions as I make a new video. And alright guys, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.